In the misty mountains of Henan Province, the Shaolin Temple had stood for centuries hidden from the world, a place of spiritual enlightenment and martial mastery. The monks of Shaolin were known not only for their profound wisdom, but also for their unparalleled skill in Kung Fu, a discipline that fused the body, mind, and spirit into a single, powerful force. For generations, Shaolin had produced warriors of legend, but now the temple was in decline. Political unrest, modernization, and the encroachment of the outside world had left the temple vulnerable. Only a handful of true disciples remained, practicing in secret, passing down the ancient traditions. Among them was a young monk named Wei Long, an orphan taken in by the temple as a child. His early years had been marked by hardship and loneliness, but within the temple's walls he had found a family and a purpose. Under the guidance of the temple's last great master, Master Lu, Wei Long had trained relentlessly, mastering the forms and philosophies of Shaolin Kung Fu. He was quiet, disciplined, and driven by a deep sense of loyalty to his master and the temple. One morning, as the sun rose over the temple's towering walls, Master Lu summoned Wei Long to the meditation hall. The old master's face was etched with years of wisdom, but his eyes held a deep sadness. "Wei Long," he began, "the world outside these walls is changing. The peace we have known for centuries is threatened. Our way of life, our teachings may not survive the storm that is coming. You are the last of the true disciples, and I fear that soon the Shaolin Temple will no longer be a sanctuary." Wei Long bowed deeply, but inside his heart was heavy. "Master, what must I do?" Master Lu sighed, his gaze distant. "There is an ancient text hidden within the temple, the Scroll of the Dragon, containing the most sacred techniques of Shaolin Kung Fu, techniques that have not been practiced for 1,000 years. If it falls into the wrong hands, it could bring destruction. But if you learn its secrets, you could become the guardian Shaolin needs." That night, in the deepest chamber of the temple, Master Lu led Wei Long to the hidden vault where the scroll had been kept for centuries. As the old master opened the vault's heavy stone door, the air inside was cold and still. There, on a pedestal, lay the ancient scroll, its cover marked with symbols of dragons and fire. "You must train, Wei Long," Master Lu said gravely. "But know this, the dragon techniques are dangerous. They require more than just physical strength. They demand the utmost control of mind and spirit. Only those who have achieved true inner peace can wield them." Wei Long's journey had only just begun, yet the weight of his responsibility was immense. The next few months would be spent in rigorous training, pushing his body to its limits and delving into the deepest corners of his soul. Every dawn brought new challenges as he faced the fierce trials of the dragon techniques. He meditated under waterfalls, balanced on the edges of cliffs, and practiced forms that demanded the precision and grace of a dragon in flight. Though the path was fraught with pain and doubt, Wei Long's resolve never wavered. Through the long nights and endless days of training, Wei Long felt a transformation taking place within him. The whispers of doubt began to quiet, replaced by a growing sense of clarity and strength. He could feel the power of the dragon techniques coursing through his veins, a potent blend of physical prowess and spiritual calm. Over time, his movements became a seamless dance of strength and serenity, each strike and stance a testimony to the ancient wisdom of Shaolin. As the final test approached, Wei Long stood at the edge of the mountain looking out over the valley below. The sun set in a blaze of orange and gold, casting long shadows across the land. In that moment, he felt a profound connection to the generations of monks who had come before him, their legacy etched into his very being. The storm that Master Lu had foretold might come, but Wei Long was ready. He had become the guardian Shaolin needed, the last disciple, carrying forward the immortal flame of the temple's ancient traditions.